This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Have you ever wanted to play Minecraft but sat there thinking, I wish there was a way this was infinitely worse? If yes, I'm deeply worried for you. But you don't have to worry because there's tons of terrible games like that out there. Crafting evil to mine revenue. See, like any successful thing out there, Minecraft has a lot of ripoffs. I talked about it a few years ago, but there's hundreds of these things out there, and the number is only growing more and more day by day. And this plague of Minecraft ripoffs is really weird when you really think about it, because Minecraft is a game rooted in creativity. Because you have this world in front of you, ready to make something amazing, whether that be memories, a story, or really good builds. And yet these ripoffs are embracing the opposite of creativity. They're games with the premise of creating, built on a foundation of copying. It's weird. Though you know what? I gotta be fair here. They do get creative sometimes, but never in a good way. So I decided to try a few of the currently successful Minecraft ripoffs, and the second I installed the first one, I had immediate regret. And of course, we'll get into all of that in a minute, but first, a huge thanks to today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform that makes it incredibly easy to succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or you're managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and you can sell anything from products to content to your experience, all in one place, all on your terms. A great thing about Squarespace is that it makes it easy for your website to get discovered fast. They have amazing SEO tools where every website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions, an auto-generated sitemap, and more, so you appear more often in search results. Something I really love about Squarespace is that it gives you the power to fundraise on your site and grow your impact. It has really good built-in donation tools. It even has built-in email campaigns and marketing tools so you can connect with more people and get more people to support your cause. Squarespace makes it really easy to showcase your video portfolio. You can upload and organize your videos, make amazing video libraries. This gives you control for your content to be your content. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Savantics to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. A huge thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Now let's look at the first ripoff. I decided to immerse myself in the world of Kawaii Planetcraft. I was already regretting my decision as the game was installing while I was reading the app description. Start the game and start creating your amazing, beautiful dimension with kawaii cubes and objects. Fly or walk through the vast expanses of the Kawaii Planetcraft. Features an anime-style world and cool graphics. It's making me think Discord moderator. Milady me waifu, I have the kawaii cubes for you. What the f is a kawaii cube? Let's see. Is it true? Does it have an anime-style world? Does it have cool graphics? Oh. So the first thing I checked out in the game was the character creator, because it's Kawaii Planetcraft. If I can't have a cute character, kinda defeats the whole purpose, right? I have to say the selection was looking a little subpar. I felt deeply let down. I couldn't express myself in this game, but then I noticed that if I pay money, I can become a very important person in Kawaii Craft. Costs $8 a week, $18 a month, and $60 a year. Guess there's a time limit on it. Your status as a very important person in Kawaii Craft can expire. 1 second you're top charting, and then the next second you're canceled. You fell off. You need to give them more money. So I decided to actually try to load into a world, and the UI was borderline unusable. It feels like half the screen is taken up by stuff asking for your money. As I was exploring the world, I noticed that there were other players in the game, and I became skeptical because 1, who was playing this? 2, there was just something a little bit off about their behavior. I don't know, you guys. I don't think these players are real. Like, where the hell did this thing even come from? Once I had sadly come to the conclusion that the people in this game weren't real and I was all alone, I decided to go on a journey through the nature. Just me and the blocks. But this did not bring the peace I wanted. It actually further spiraled my mental state as I looked at the absolute state of the resolution on these blocks. Even in this game, I could not escape my poor prescription. So when I was playing this, my eyes were looking for a safe spot to land on, right? Something nice to focus on. Crosshairs are usually pretty good for that, but the crosshair in this game, it is constantly wiggling around on every block you pass. So world generation in a Minecraft-like game is pretty important, and this one is, it's a bit of an eyesore. The game's description did say to explore the vast expanses of the Kawaii Planetcraft, but I was running for a while, and I have to say the world generation does not have much variety. It's pretty much just the same thing over and over and over again. So while the world does seem vast, past, there's not much of interest in it. But also, there's just this weird pink river thing. Like, it's not sure if it wants to be a river or if it wants to be land, so it's this really weird compromise that doesn't make much sense. So finally, after some time playing this game, I decided to try flying. The flying animation made me realize why the game used anime style in its description, and it's because she is a threat surpassing anime villains. Now, it wouldn't be fair for me to try a Minecraft ripoff and not look at the blocks they have in the game. So I did, and I noticed that they have a bunch of paintings, like the Mona Lisa or the Joker. The Joker painting did work, kind of. When I placed it on a block, it would just float in the middle of the air. But whenever I tried to place the Mona Lisa, it broke my ability to place blocks until I restarted the game. I decided to try another ripoff that's a bit more of a conventional-looking Minecraft clone called Craft World 3D. And instead of the horrific character creation we saw in the last game, this game just has a few skins you can pick from, like Super Travis, Brittany the Singer, Steven, as well as Sad Santa. And I absolutely needed Sad Santa. The second I saw him, I realized I would move mountains for him. And when I click put on skin, it says care. Yes, I do care. I was really excited for this playthrough, but then I loaded in, and the arm. Why is it so cylindrical? Why is it so skinny? It's making me think of a hot dog. I can feel the presence of Jennifer Coolidge nearby. It makes me want a hot dog real bad. Tragically, the gameplay is really choppy. It was not a smooth experience, so I'm sorry if that comes through in the video. I was walking around checking out the world generation of this game. I noticed half the trees don't have leaves, and the trees that do have leaves light up in the dark. The landscape was kind of meh. There wasn't that much variety, but I noticed that there was just an abundance of giant water pits. Something I like doing in Minecraft is I like making zoos, right? I like collecting all the mobs and making habitats for them. So when I was playing these games, I decided to see what kind of mobs are in them. And in this one, there's quite a few, but they're definitely a little odd. I encountered a bear and it wouldn't leave me alone. It would not give up, but its running animation was like when you're trying to run in your dreams and you're just not going anywhere. I decided to look at the items in this game, and there is the Neon Cat, yes, Neon Cat block, and the Hero Bringer block. Something's off about this. I feel like I know you, like I've seen you before in a different life. Who are you? The game has items like a whole chicken, cheese, and rotten rabbit, so I decided to try to eat the rotten rabbit because it looked like a really scary item, but the eating animation was scarier. As if it wasn't enough punishment, the game tried serving me up an ad, and when I clicked no ad, it decided to banish me to running infinitely as if I was holding the screen, but I wasn't. While those ripoffs were a nightmare, I decided to download one that says, best free craft game ever. It's a bold claim. Does it hold up? Let's find out. So it's Worldcraft Dream Island. In its description it says, Dear Worldcraft gamers. Ah yes, a real group of players that exists. So the first thing I did when I played this game is I clicked on Survivor mode, not to be confused with Survival mode. But after running this thing for like 3 minutes, my phone was overheating, and I finally understood. Like, you could burn your house down playing this game. Exploring this world, I found it was a little boring, but hey, a bonus is that you can spawn a random helicopter. There were too many mobs, and the mobs in this weren't that great, where you'd actually want to see a lot of them. The panther kind of grunts at you weirdly. And the chickens have really long necks. Another one I decided to play was World of Cubes. Craft and Mine 3D. The skins in this one looked atrocious. So here's some of the skins I saw. Elsa is Ice Lady. Cruella de Vil is Gabriella. Venom is Toxin. Pinocchio is Snook. Can somebody explain this in the comments? Like, I feel like there's something going on here that I'm not quite getting. Gabriella kind of sounds like Cruella. I get why Elsa's Ice Lady. I get why Venom's Toxin. But why is Pinocchio Snook? It just makes me think of Snooky. Shrek is Green Man, and while a lot of these are copyright infringements where they just change the name a little bit, they just straight up have Jesus, as if to distract us from the fact that this game was clearly forged in hell. Jesus will not save you from your crafting sins. And okay, I'm sorry, I'm not playing as a girl in this game, I'm not. You'd have to sedate me, these skins are terrifying. Now I noticed while a lot of these games play like Minecraft, there were a few games in the App Store that didn't quite play like Minecraft, but they borrowed a lot of assets or design elements from Minecraft. Here's Cube Crafter, Craft and Mine. It's like a really bad tycoon where the women characters have blocks. They've got some blocks going on. I tried playing the riveting gameplay experience. I tried getting into the story here, whatever that story was, but I completely lost interest when she fell into a lake. Useless as hell, terrible protagonist. And in this game, it is $13 for a broomstick. For that price, if it's not coming out of the screen and letting me defy gravity, I don't want it. Now there's two final games I just want to touch on because they're by the same developer. One is Craft School and then one is Craft Parkour. Very creative names. You can join Brine for this experience, and I guess Bonnie with no ears. The game promises simple yet addictive stimulation, but I played through multiple levels and it was just the same thing every time. Not even slightly addictive. It was kind of nice though because you got to play as a really fat bee that can't even fly. Their game Craft Parkour 3D Blocky Race was a bit more interesting, but I do have to call it out here for a second. It used false advertising. When I was playing another game, I had an ad for this one pop up that used Dream in it. Now of course Dream is not in this game, but you do have zombies that shuffle and phase through blocks. Also the least safe looking safe zone I've ever seen. Now this isn't the only Minecraft themed parkour game. There's another one here that has Minecraft Pomni, where it says only parkour, heaven or hell. Wasn't a hard question. Clearly this is hell. The game is just trying to collect the infinity stones of copyright infringement at this point. You progress in the parkour, and it feels like every time you land on a new platform, it tells you you've unlocked a new area. I don't know why they're doing this. Maybe it's that way, you know, it gets the dopamine receptors going, making it feel like you've unlocked something even though you've only gone 5 centimeters. So yeah, the state of Minecraft ripoffs is certainly something. There's just more and more coming out every single day. Again, it's just really weird that a whole game inspiring people to create is actually inspiring so many people to just copy. And again, when they do embrace creativity, it's in like the worst possible way. But yeah, just let me know if I missed any really terrible ones that you've played. Other than that, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.